Boom! We're live on the Tonight Show here on Sydney, Australia. Tonight we got the guy who played Batman, the girl from Batman, the director from Batman, and a coming up director who's shooting the new Superman here on Jimmy Fallon. Do diddle little diddle diddle little diddle down down diddle down. Where's my pants? Oh man.
Miss Love, you got some hate after those Batman, your Batman review?
Come at me, losers. Come on, incels. Come at me.
Some people really liked that movie, and they were pissed off at Miss Love.
Why? Why'd they
because
like
Miss
it?
Love was saying it was crap.
I know that there's a lot of people loved it, but you stink, people.
All right. Okay. Let's start.
Taken to task.
First segment, it has to be...
Damn, now there is a man that doesn't give a fuck. Did you see that face? That should be a meme gif that you put out when you just say something extremely offensive and don't care. Just Miss Love sipping tea laughing.
Oh, really? I don't care. Fuck him.
What is
Yeah, exactly.
What's the take on the SLAPGATE?
Oh, yeah, the tape and the slap. Here's my take.
He shouldn't have done that.
Who cares? On either end.
Oh, my God. We got to do the segment.
What segment?
If you say who cares, then we have to move on.
No.
And we get no...
No, there's other takes.
Algorithmic
This is all I want.
abuse.
This is all I want to say. Let's go back to a time when men could outwardly slap each other and the world doesn't stop. Thank you, T-Rex. Like, the world doesn't pump the brakes on like, oh no, stop Wall Street. Someone slapped someone. It's like, can we get back to the days where it was like more slappings, cowboys?
You're saying like if Chris Rock was just doing his job and he got slapped the shit out of.
I think that like Chris Rock, what he did was fine, and what Will Smith did was like kind of out of line, but made good TV. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's my take. It's
What
like,
about this, though?
I don't mind. I'm pro both of them. I'm like,
How about this? This is my
You're
take.
pro Will Smith?
kind of. I mean, like if he felt
Who
the
hell is
need,
pro Will
if he
Smith?
felt the
Except for the
need,
Academy.
Well, if he-
Clearly, they are very pro.
I mean, if he
Will
felt the
Smith.
need to stand up, I think
He
it was.
wasn't going to win the Oscar until then.
They're like, you gotta give it to him. And they finally gave them their ratings back. Do you know, like, Oscars have been getting shit ratings for the past decade, I think?
Yeah, well, they brought it on themselves. How many Oscar films do you remember winning? I remember one winning that was called Lady Bird or something, and the only reason I remember it is because what the hell is that movie? I've never heard of it in my life.
Yeah, some of the new Oscars, I don't know, Parasite, I knew that.
Yeah, that deserved to win.
Dude, I saw a good meme
Will
that
Smith
says it all.
deserved to
Wolf
win.
of Wall Street.
A meme said it all. It was just like, y'all talking about who's right when y'all should be talking about that. What's his name? Hancock just slapped Donkey from Shrek, and he didn't even play Donkey, so it's kind of racist. But it's like,
I'm gonna like...
It was Eddie Murphy.
and there was another one that was like, y'all be talking about Ukraine. Y'all should be talking. It's like, y'all talking about Ukraine. We all talking about that Will Smith is gay. And those are the kind of memes that really make you think. So I'm sick of this, like,
do.
you know what I mean?
I saw this like...
I wasn't thinking about that.
It's right.
I saw this E! Entertainment black analyst. He's just like, as soon as the Will Smith thing happened,
He's dying. Look, yeah.
he's just like, guys, I've got so much to say. This all started when Jada started taking dick from random people, and that came in public news.
Like, what are your takes? Like, what, you hate Will
I have
Smith?
to listen to the end of that.
Yeah, me too.
Apparently, according to this guy's theory is, which I think might be true, but that Will Smith was pissed off when people started commenting on their sex lives because they're the ones that brought it out in public, to the point where it was that he decided that if anyone says anything, I'm just going to slap the shit out of them. And he did that at the Oscars.
He promised.
Yeah, he promised them.
And he delivered.
I mean, like, what are your guys' takes like, Will Smith is a violent man with violent tendencies, and Chris Rock was obviously very shook by laughing and saying, Chris Rock smacked the shit out of me. Is that your take?
What else is he supposed to do? First of all, he's a comedian, which means he's scared of violence.
So you're
That's how
anti-Will.
you develop humor, because you can't fight.
Can't do it.
So you're anti-Smith.
Yes. No, the question is, people are saying that joke was out of line. It was an ableist joke, and someone had to defend
Unbelievable
their wife's
take
honor.
from Hollywood. I think like the joke wasn't out of line, and the slap was hardly out of line. It's like two people
I think
having
the joke
fun.
was feminist.
Huh?
Men get paid out for having diseases that make them lose their hair, and people talk about it all the time. Bill Burr gets you balding red head. If he hasn't had red hair in like so long,
Yeah, I can't
and they
remember
still
it.
do it, no one cares. But then when it's a woman, it's like apparently the line has been crossed.
But see, this is
And
That's
think,
very valid. Yep.
As an ally, it should be fair.
Yep.
But see, this is
Your problem is you're not empathetic enough, Miss Love.
But see, this is the thing with the whole like victim, like the whole like victimhood sort of game. It's just kind of like it's like if it just keeps changing the lines, where it's just like you're a human too. It'll just get to the point where it's like you're a human, but I'm a human too. It's like yeah, but I make less money than you. It's like you show me your bank account. You're moneyest. No, you're moneyest. Let me see. Do you eat your crusts? No. You get less vitamins than me because I don't eat my crusts. It's like this game is so dumb. It's just like
Do you think Chris Rock should have filed charges? Because he hasn't.
no. I mean, I don't know. They're friends.
But even Will Smith has to suffer
It was kind of out of
for
line.
something.
but it was out of line. It was out of line.
crazy how like he did that and then he sat in the front row.
Yeah.
No one does anything. He
That is kinda
wins
crazy.
the fucking Oscar.
He won
they
it?
Still give him.
He won it.
He
Yes.
won the Oscar, and he goes.
No,
on
he didn't
stage.
win it.
And I really
He
like
didn't
how he's
win
been
it.
trying to win the Oscar for the last 20 years, and it
Yeah.
was that year.
He didn't win it. For what? Hancock. They finally gave it to him for Hancock.
Well, it's well overdue. You know?
What films has he even done recently?
He did like a movie where he's playing Serena
Played
and
his
Venus
wife.
Williams' father.
And he did shave his head. Wait, what was it?
He played Venus and Serena Williams' dad in this new movie.
Oh, I thought he
And
played
not
Venus
only
and
that,
Serena Williams.
Oh, dude, after the show has ended, when people are supposed to go up there and be like, yo, that was fucking crazy. He's dancing at after parties. He's having no repercussions whatsoever. He just went on stage. Talk about privilege. That is also some kind of privilege.
Yeah.
And I bet you that
I
Chris
guess-
Rock walked up and was like, "Hey guys, can I come to this party?" I'm sorry, that joke was out of line. Just close.
Can you imagine?
Some Democrat,
And like Will Smith's son comes along and slaps him, and then just goes into the party.
Yes. Back to Winnipeg. I mean,
Some
okay.
Democrat politician also tweeted right after saying, finally, a man has the balls to defend their wife's honor.
But you know what?
I bet you it was Cory Booker, and he was triggered because of the baldness.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. He's like, it's a feminist. He's a feminist. He's like, I'm just trying to level the playing field, man. Both
I
women,
think
both men.
so. Look, it's the Jordan Peterson point. It's like, you can't choose all the good stuff.
Yeah.
You got to choose the bad things too.
I agree with that. It's just like you can't just pick and choose. But then like I also think like Will Smith, like it was out of line, but it's like that happens every night
It
in a club.
wasn't even out of line, dude.
It happens
Was
every
out
night.
of
Like,
line?
well, I'm saying it's not out of line.
Admit, can you imagine anyone else on planet Earth slapping? Like, don't you think even if Kofi Annan walked up and just went,
I don't know
"Don't
who
say
that
that
is."
about Will Smith,"
I don't know. Is that
He's like a former UN General Secretary.
Oh, of course. I
Right?
should have known.
Obviously, clearly as famous as Will Smith. Kind of though.
Don't say that about East Africa. What you're talking about is West Africa.
It's so wait. Okay, here's the question: because I reckon anyone, surely, if the same thing happened to anyone else, he called out someone else's wife and they slapped him, wouldn't it be the same thing? They could just sit down and just be like, yes, because it's no.
At least wait for the commercial
All right,
break
all right,
to go
all right.
and
Yeah,
slap
come on.
him.
Sean William Scott slapping Chris.
Dude, he hasn't been to an Oscars since 2002.
I
He has
don't
never
think he's
been
been
to
to the Oscars.
Okay, never. Yeah, he's been to an MTV Music Awards.
Maybe he was one of those like seat fillers at the Oscars.
Where they like come and they're like, okay, so Denzel is here and you now have to leave. You were just warming the seat for that man.
It's
Yeah,
all
and
too
he-
confusing.
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
I don't
fair
know.
enough, fair enough.
I can't. I'm so. I'm over my head here. I don't
Like the
even
whole
know.
point of your take of who cares,
Yeah.
I care. Chris Rock was just doing his job.
That's
on
what I'm saying.
stage.
I'm agree. I'm saying Chris Rock it wasn't out of line at all. It was
Dude,
barely.
it is perfectly possible that Chris Rock didn't even know that Jada was bald because of some disease.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
It
what
is
I'm...
no
but also,
one-
if Bill Burr can cop it, then she can cop it.
Well,
Exactly.
It's not just Bill Burr.
Yeah, Bill
You
Burr has a
cop it.
disease.
Exactly.
Everyone cops it at some point. He is afraid of copying it.
So scared. You have no idea the lengths that I've been to. I never want to be in that position.
But like,
And I hope that Will Smith defends my honor as well.
gets a flight over. So yeah, that's
24-hour delay.
that's completely justified. But then, okay, so that's fine. I agree.
It's narcissistic to assume that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Chris Rock follows every Instagram story that your wife does.
Exactly. And it's hardly, dude. Ricky, did you see Ricky Gervais's hosting for 4 years in a row? Literally
Yeah.
being like, you've got cancer. Well, we'll fucking end it early. I don't want to see fucking, wedding crashes free, you fucking pathetic cunt. And they're just like, yeah. And then Chris Rock says that harmless fucking thing and everyone goes crazy. So I agree. Chris Rock, fine. Will Smith, it was kind of a bit hectic, but at the same time, people should have been like, Will Smith, you're kind of nuts, dude, but whatever.
But you know what? No one is
also,
talking about
don't you
this.
just think it's just so egregious that he won the Oscars? That's the thing that I'm angry at.
Why
Just the
Hancock?
fact that he won, because
The
you're
movie.
not a good actor. You're not really
That is
good at
also
anything.
true.
It's
He's
just
done
like every
some-
time I ever look at him, my big question is, why are you famous, Will?
So that's what does your head in, just being like he's not a good actor?
Yes, I
Yeah, he's
hate
not.
the fact that
he's got one movie that
True.
Pursuit
So
of
famous.
Happiness,
Pursuit of Happiness was cool.
which is also bullshit because like I watched it when I was in full blown Marxist mode, and think about it from this perspective. I watched this movie. It's like, okay, so the whole movie is about how if you become a multimillionaire, you become really happy. And as a Marxist kid, that was a triggering point for me. So, that is not the. In fact, did you know billionaires are sad per average?
Yeah, and then cut to Ali 4 years later thinking, yeah, man, money does make
Yeah,
you
money
happy."
does. Who told you money does give you happiness? Money give you a lot of happiness.
So we're basically on the same page with it.
No, but
Yeah,
this
we're
is-
all on the same page,
No
except
one
that
is-
I just want to make the added point that
Will Smith.
that man should be Sean William Scott, just
Fair.
filling out seats, not going up there after slapping someone in the face and everyone crying and clapping
Yeah.
and applauding him. Because I just think that he might be one of the least talented men in Hollywood.
Yeah, he's not great.
He's a bit kind of just like,
He's not great.
you think you're Jamie Foxx, and
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx isn't great.
Yeah.
And no, okay, one last thing. No one is talking about this. That Will Smith is a fucking simp. Like his wife is controlling him. If you watch that video, I've got evidence from before to this night.
He
but like
laughs.
he's laughing initially, and then he looks at his wife who's pissed off. He's like, "Oh shit! If I don't do anything about this, I'm gonna hear about this
That
for
is
the
a
next
bit-
month."
That is a bit
So
simpy.
the
like
easy way to do
he
it
should
was-
probably have done.
Well, he is a
should have done it.
confirmed cuck.
That's true, but he
He's a
should.
confirmed
But he
cock.
should have. You're right. He should have done it. He should have realized himself.
It's like when his wife is like, "I like taking people's dicks," and then people are like, "Will, your wife is a hoe, man." She's like, "You don't tell my wife she can be a hoe if she wants."
Yeah, what?
That's their relationship.
He should have. If he'd have just realized and be like, "That was a fucked. I want to defend my." Then fair enough. But it's definitely a
they
simpy
were
thing to
so-
look at his wife and then be like, it's like a Simpsons joke. And be like, "Yeah, it's gonna get me hell. I better grow up there." You know what I mean?
There's got to be some repercussions. He just came out today and he apologized
Yeah.
to Chris
Good,
Rock.
good. He gets
which
good.
was the least you can
At
do.
least he should have probably. Yeah, he should have been like, "Look, that was a shit move." In fact, look, all he really needs, I think, a pretty heartfelt apology and people being like, "Dude, that was fucking out of line what you did."
You know what should have been done, and this would have solved it. Everyone should have said, "Now Chris Rock gets to slap you right across the face," and that would have been fine. On stage,
Tribalist.
Yeah.
Fucking slap him back.
I-
Live UFC, the fight of the year.
hey, I am a Muslim. Eye for an eye.
Yeah. Oh,
What do you think
Judah.
Chris Rock did for the rest of the night?
And Chris Rock says, I don't slap you, I slap your wife.
Dude, if Chris Rock was shamed all night, he would have just been like, damn, man, Hollywood is fucked beyond repair. Like, that would be ridiculous. He had to go to some, like, Mexican taco, like, taquilla on his own, just sit there and be like, it's crazy. Like, that would be insane.
Yeah, and he probably did. Hey,
Like, Hollywood's kind of flipped. Now you're allowed to smack people. It used to be...
You're allowed
no,
to
it's just
smack
the same thing as
people
always.
if
You're allowed
an
to.
A-lister.
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, like Leo, Brad Pitt gets into actually a lot of trouble for no reason. But you know those big wigs,
Yeah.
they can do what the fuck they
They're
want.
just untouchable.
They're demigods. Like even after that happened, like Denzel, Bradley Cooper going up to Will Smith, like, "Are you okay?" Bitch, ask Chris Rock.
That's true.
Is he okay?
Yeah,
or
no.
not?
Ask him. Like, okay, go up to Will and ask him. He's obviously upset. But ask Chris too and be like, hey, man, that was fucked. Are you okay? You told a joke that was not that hectic.
Man, this
Once
really does
again,
prove everybody hates Chris.
exactly. It was a premonition.
It was, wasn't it? And it kind of does. It's just a natural extension of that man's life. Being a
Yeah.
bunch of B films that no one remembers or cares about, get slapped. I think that's the last we'll ever hear of that man.
Do you think that he kind of liked it because he was like, man, I didn't know. I forgot what it was like. It's a rush. Like, you don't get slapped as a multi-millionaire. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, there's like some guy, Sleepy
Might have liked
Leo,
it.
is saying that apparently P. Diddy got them to make peace after the show.
Nice. Make peace. Make
What?
peace.
Shake his hand. What?
No,
Why?
but how good's make peace? It's like, that's right, you're both done wrong. Now shake. It's like, I think one was a little less wrong.
Yeah.
A little less.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like this idea of attacking comedians. I don't, unbelievable take, but like, I don't like the idea of censoring and attacking comedians. Like, on their
Oscars,
ideas.
too.
On their
I don't like
ideas.
the idea that Chris Rock didn't kick him in the nuts.
Well, Chris, I'm telling you, he can't.
He's a smaller
comedian.
guy. He's a smaller guy.
Okay, Jordan.
He's not going to
You're
be able to
on
fight.
stage. You make a joke about Will Smith. Will Smith comes towards you and slaps you. You're not
You'd
doing
be
shit.
shocked. You'd be
You're doing
shocked.
I'm
exactly
crying.
what Chris
Yeah.
Smith. You cry afterwards and you go like, "Oh my god, that
Yeah, I
was
feel
a,
emasculated.
that was a great moment on TV." And then you're like, "I wish I could beat him up, but you can't."
Well, I'll say this. Maybe I'm wrong about it. It probably has supercharged that man's career.
Chris Rock, or
Well, now, because last time Chris Rock came here, it was just like, live, the man that used to be really funny in the 90s.
With Matt O'Kine, the hit show of whatever year we're in.
Now, that was a great parallel.
Yeah.
Because in that exchange, Chris Rock was Will Smith.
Wait, what? In that exchange, Chris Rock was...
You know, the only thing
Yeah,
that he
you're
ever
right.
went viral for, which was him paying out Matt O'Kine's stand-up act.
Yeah.
Chris Rock is
It's kind of the same thing. If Matt O'Kine said, yeah, but your stand-up shit to Chris Rock, everyone just would have been like, oh, you really... It's a thing called being respectful.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
all... This is really weird. It's kind of just monkey status, isn't it? It's
What do you mean?
whatever... It's basically based off whoever's higher on the totem pole gets to do whatever they want.
Yeah, dude, imagine how like,
Right.
what your life would be where you can go on the most watched event in television history, slap a respectable, high-profile person, and have zero consequences.
It is bizarre. It is bizarre.
That is like, I want that life. It's what you
But
fantasize
it's not-
as a kid.
but
You're
I-
like, just go or slap whoever I want, no
No.
repercussions.
But dude, I don't think it's because he was A-list celebrity. I think it's because of the way now, like the comedy, the place, the role of comedy in society is completely under threat and is kind of being butchered at every. I mean, Bill Burr, or like even mainstream comedians. Look at fucking Chappelle. Like, it's the fact that comedians now are like mean people that aren't sensitive and they're this and they're that, and it's like. That's what the culture is saying now, which I completely disagree with. That is not the role of comedy. The role of comedy is to hold a fucking mirror up to society and to be brash and, you're supposed to be
bold,
like that.
bitch.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Look at you.
It's
Look at Yosef.
dude. It's
you bold.
literally
That
it's-
is literally
yeah.
holding a mirror up to
yeah,
society.
and it is, and it's a joke, and like I think that's what's happening. And Hollywood's like the apex of that, where it's like you can't be mean to the point where you can physically assault someone, and it's okay. It's okay.
It's well, I don't know if what could Will Smith at most he'd be like, the Oscars has decided not to invite him next year or the year after that, but like, let's be real, Will Smith's it was an an exception that his film was nominated for an Oscar. None of his other films are going to get... like Jordan said, he's a shit actor.
I mean, he's not
He's
great.
like a poor man's Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise was already a pretty poor choice.
I wouldn't say poor man's Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise is not great. He's
What
great.
is Will Smith a poor man of? Just a poor man's actor.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just because like he had Fresh Prince, so everyone just automatically has a good image of him.
But this is the really strange thing about it. And come on, you can back me up with this, right? You know that stage where a bunch of A-list celebrities decided they wanted to become YouTubers, and everybody liked Jack Black way more as a result, and then you watch Will Smith's YouTube channel and you thought, dude, what, like, is this just rap? But you're not rapping. You're just bragging about your life.
He's just a very safe kind of guy. He's that early 90s kind of like, your mom will like me too,
Dude,
sort
he's
of
a
thing.
dumb
you know?
fuck too. You know, apparently he decided that he was offered the first Matrix instead of
I heard
Keanu,
that. He turned it
and he
down.
said,
For
"No,
Men in
this
Black."
movie's gonna flop." No, not even Men in Black. For Wild Wild West.
Well, that was a good move.
It was a good move.
He should have won the Oscar for that.
That's right. It was. Come on, that was a good move. Like,
I went back and watched that film
Wild
a
Wild
while
West.
back, and my God,
Wild
it was
Wild
just
West. Dude, the song. He's always going to rap song in his movies. Wild Wild West.
Yeah, and who was the
Also
guy
a
singing
shit
that?
musician.
To me, to the Wild Wild West. Did you see the footage?
I'm definitely dead now.
Did you see the footage of there's footage of that. There's like at the Oscars, there was like a performance or the Grammys, and that guy was on stage like, "Duh, duh," and Will Smith came into the Oscars on a horse with a mic, being like, "Wild Wild West, Jim West, coming to you from the bottom of the West on a horse." It was just the weirdest, so weird. Yeah, you just know.
Why wasn't that mentioned? Why was that just accepted?
I don't know.
And then everyone freaked out that he slapped Chris
Yeah,
Rock.
that's kind of weird too, you know, like the horse thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not like, I'm never like, I want to watch a Will Smith movie, you know?
That's the weirdest thing. Is anyone on planet Earth a fan of Will Smith? Even his kids, do they like him? Does his wife like him? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Will Smith, like a couple of years
He seems
ago,
like a nice guy though. I'll give him that. Like,
I don't think he does.
really?
Well,
I think he
Clearly
seems
not,
like a
dude.
very self-absorbed man.
I've always thought, I don't know.
I mean, come on.
I thought he
he's
was a nice guy.
It's a few steps up of narcissism from Kanye West coming out and grabbing the mic off Taylor Swift and saying, "I'm going to let you finish." It's more narcissistic than that.
Oh, better. But come on, Kanye has a better reference. George Bush hates black people.
Yeah, what's Will Smith's most famous quote?
I don't know.
Just saying, "My name's Jim West." Is that it?
West the best. Jim, I don't know.
I didn't really have much to do with the success of the MIB franchise.
Hey, that was a sick movie. We said he's got no good movies.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of him. I honestly think, again, if you got anyone... This is what I always think when I look at Will Smith. I always think, I wish Don Cheadle had all of your roles.
Who's that?
You know the guy that plays that guy?
Oh, Don Rickles. That's what you meant.
Don Rickles. Yes, that's right. Every movie of the Goodfellas, I always
Don
think that
Rickles?
should have been Will Smith,
Don-
and Don Rickles should have been the MIB agent
Can you imagine?
and rapping Wild Wild West.
think
Can you
you're getting-
imagine Don Rickles just being like, hey,
Don Rickles.
take back your shoot. I mean, you're at the Men in Black Emporium here. There's lines in your shoot.
Boy,
Yeah.
these racial tensions in frontier America are rough, I tell you. Oh, the wrong guy.
Don Rickles should be playing an alien.
Wrong guy,
What are you
bro.
talking about?
Huh?
Don Rickles should be playing an alien on Men in Black.
Well, that's the twist.
Oh, he is.
That's the twist. Oh,
I am just saying this. I like Don Rickles more than Will Smith.
fair. I'll pay that.
But you know Don Cheadle, right?
No.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
I don't.
The guy from that Rwanda propaganda film.
Oh yeah.
He's just got a really nice, sympathetic face.
Panthera.
I don't know.
No?
No.
Okay,
So-
he's got the same suit as Iron Man because they thought, fuck, we've got to throw this guy a bone.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
You know what he is?
This guy,
He
Miss
is.
Don Cheadle.
Oh, yeah. That guy. Yeah. He's in Marvel and stuff.
Dude, he is a much better actor than Will Smith. I
Way
tell
better.
You that.
And don't you think he's Black John Cusack? Because
John
he just
Cusack. I don't know who that is either. I'm so out of the zeitgeist, dude.
he's just another one of those guys. It's like he's got a very handsome face, but he's always 15 pounds overweight, and that's why he never gets the good films.
All right, but
He
can we
gets
all
Californication, in which he has sex in every episode.
can we all
No, that's
can
not
we,
even him. That's the
That's
X-Files
not him?
guy.
Oh, shit.
can we just
But
agree?
fair enough.
Can we just agree?
Are we talking about the
that-
guy who makes Shiggy Brains? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, let's just go
That's
with
the
that.
one.
Why not? He probably did as well.
We can all agree that Wild Wild West is the best movie ever made. I think that's we can all agree on that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That
Before
goes without
yesterday,
saying.
I agree.
But it's not because of Will Smith. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
fair. Okay, it's just the great script.
It's
and-
because of
Yeah.
that other guy who we can't remember was in the movie.
And the man that had spider legs that was on a wheelchair most of the time.
that was weird. That movie is so strange.
And also,
And,
was
yeah.
Robin Williams in it?
No, it was just budget Robin Williams, some guy that had other like frizzy hair that's also zany. That again, I think is dead. Dude, imagine writing the script. Imagine that living your rest of your life knowing you wrote the script for Wild Wild West. And while I'm at it, Batman Forever and Batman Returns as well. Have you seen that shit? I watched it when I had COVID. That's what got me through COVID. Watching Arnie again, I might say. I watched it again. I watched it not long ago. I thought it wasn't soon enough, so I had to revisit it. And I watched Arnie
To
being
really
like,
unpack.
I still see you. You know, just being like, don't catch a cold. Etc.
Did he say this? Time to cool down.
For sure. Every single pun there. But dude, those movies made Adam West Batman look uncamp. They're just so ridiculously camp. It's just insane. I got 2/3 through it in a COVID fever. I was just like, and you know, just watching that with the ridiculous soundtrack, which is like, this really like when there's a fucking action sequence, trumpets go like, and I got 2/3 of the way through, and I was just like, and I'm like, that's not gonna cut it, and just turned it off.
Why?
It was too shit.
That
Too
sounds great.
ridiculous. I just couldn't handle it.
What's so ridiculous about hot jazz getting played while Arnold Schwarzenegger freezes people?
It's a lot. It becomes a lot.
Very Moses.
Torch becomes a lot.
It's really strange.
And I couldn't
I could ask Miss Love any question and his answer being, it's a lot, and I know exactly what that man means.
Yeah.
It's a get out of jail free card for him. And his version of, no, you must pay a $10 fine is when he says, I can't explain it any better than that. That's not going to cut the mustard. Then he has to.
What do you mean?
I hate it when you say that.
What do you talk? Oh, when I just don't go into detail. Because Jordan's a detail man. And I'm not.
I can't explain it any better than that.
But every
Figure it
time he
out.
says, oh, I'm just not in the mood right now, I go, okay, well, he is the closest thing I have to a mum, so.
Jordan, it's very messy in here. Oh, I'll just clean it up.
What is this oysters doing here? And that's a good question. What are oysters doing there? Who got oysters? And
Tell
did
him
you eat them? I'm
Beer
not
and
sure.
oysters.
It might have been me. I was cleaning up
That
today.
should be your next album.
What?
Beer and oysters.
There were some old oysters right here that were fossilized.
Here in the studio.
Right down there.
Oh my god.
I opened them and I was like, oh, that's where the new COVID strange come from. Next run, yay. Oh, I can't feel my legs. That's fun. Thanks, China.
Okay, there's a topic that I want to talk. There's a segment I want to talk about which kind of relates to China and the Solomon Islands. But before we do that, have you checked this out? Albanese's facing some heat for saying that men can't have babies, and that's been transphobic.
Albo,
A critic says,
unbelievable.
well, one of those questions that he was asking
Can you
is,
read?
men
Wait a
have
sec.
babies?
Can you please read that head title one more time and tell me it's not The Onion?
Anthony Albanese cops backlash after saying men can't have babies.
That's not an Onion headline.
Yeah, okay. And the critics say it would be very easy for Albanese to choose not to be transphobic. Very easy. He just could not be transphobic.
Oh, wow. Now, that sounds like a man that has been at university for 10 years has the exact same opinion as the most annoying people on Twitter.
Yeah, and it
I'm
sounds like
so glad that my tax dollars go towards funding that man eating.
me too.
And in fact, I've got some old oysters that you could eat.
Yeah, I think a public servant that has served this country for his whole life has really
but
gone
he
too
still
far.
that still doesn't prove he's not transphobic.
Right, because he said, did he literally
because
say
didn't
men
you know
can't have
this,
babies?
Miss Love?
Yeah, no,
Did you know that
he-
people can serve the public their entire life and be transphobic? That's
so-
called
He
a
didn't
real
even say
picture.
men
It's
can't.
called
He
reality.
didn't even say men can't have babies. He was asked, "Can men have babies?" And he responded, "No."
And is this now consensus that men can have babies?
Can men
No,
have
I don't think
babies,
so.
actually?
I still think that's impossible. That's my
No,
very
I think you
trans.
I think
can.
that
If you go through like
can,
the
but no one's
gender-
ever volunteered.
No, there's a lot of people that volunteer. What are you talking about?
So a man has given birth.
Yes, remember Junior,
Seahorses.
the Arnie movie?
Yep, okay, that's one.
This is going to get us in
Got
hot
you there.
water. I honestly, obviously, I'm a boomer, so I did not know men can have babies. You're going to have
Well,
to
there's a
enlighten me.
movie you need to watch on CNN. Okay?
Or just
And it's
listen
called
to-
Wild Wild West.
Yeah, and finish off Batman, all right?
I've already watched the whole thing. I just couldn't rewatch it.
I don't care.
Okay. I get you. You're right.
Some people are saying that the timing was bad, considering he had just attended the Mardi Gras a few days ago.
How is
Yeah,
that?
but here's the thing.
What?
Was anyone on those floats giving birth?
Here's the thing. Has a man... So
Unless you see it with your own eyes.
I
does
mean,
it
if
even
a
exist?
man does give birth, there's got to be some sort of chemical, some sort of surgery to alter.
There
No,
is.
maybe not.
Really?
Maybe you can just jam a womb in their abs,
Maybe.
cut it out later.
I don't think that's how it works. First of all, kids aren't like developed in your abs.
If you want them to be strong, they are. That and Vita Wheats.
Yeah, if you want to have the next Brett Lee, that's what you do. Yep.
The next Brett Lee. Exactly.
yeah, I
No,
imagine he'd be quite
Weet-Bix. Eat
manly.
Weet-Bix. You're right. Look, it's not my area of expertise. It's strange times, I suppose. If that loses the election for him, I'm
Well
done.
deserved. Nice one, Albo. You just gave the Liberals another term.
Very tone
Because
deaf.
they love trans people. Did you know? They think that all of them can have babies.
I mean,
Did Scott Morrison respond?
can you imagine?
I don't
Can you
think
imagine?
I was
Tone
very disappointed
deaf.
by those
Tone-
comments.
Yeah, very
Tone-
tone deaf.
Actually, here's another. I don't know, Jordan, if you've been following this, but this is actually, in my view, big development, and this is something that proves that the liberal government is fucking shit at foreign policy. Do you know there was this leaked document from the Solomon Islands where they have consented to allowing Solomon Islands to be a military base for China?
I was vaguely aware of
Holy
that.
shit.
Yeah, this is real. And
Wait,
this is again-
what? So the
What?
Solomon Islands are just like, yeah, we'll have, you can come.
Yeah, you can park your naval ships here, which
Whoa.
is really, and this is something that even I would say, dude, this is fucking threatening. And this is, I think, first of all, I cannot resist but say this for all those people that a few episodes ago were shitting on me for saying that Russia has legitimate interests in Ukraine, and they were saying that Ukraine is a free country. They can side with whoever they want. You can't stop people, self-determination.
Yeah.
What about
What do
now,
you say to that
bitches?
now?
What about now?
Hey?
And
Go
this-
on.
Again,
Stay principled.
Yeah.
some
I get it.
countries unfortunately don't have that option. And from an Australian perspective,
Solomon
this is-
Islands does, though,
This
definitely.
is too close to us.
Yeah, I
This is
mean-
not good.
Oh, come on. How close is it?
I mean, look, this was one of our lines of defense, and this
The
is all.
Solomon Islands.
Yeah,
God help us all.
we've got.
I mean, they
Solomon-
are a land mass.
Yeah, they're just for the being a landmass.
Jesus, they're our MIB, the first, last, and only line of defense.
Oh, man.
If China,
The place that you look at on whatever one of those travel agencies are and think, nah, Fiji's cheaper.
Hell yeah.
point is,
Hell yeah. Dude.
Hitler didn't assume that he could invade Soviet Union without first thinking he has to invade Poland. And the same logic applies to us. if China was to attack us, they would first need to neutralize not just Solomon Islands.
Solomon
Papua New-
Islands.
It's a landmass.
I love how unimpressed Jordan is about the Solomon Islands.
If you look at the
They're
Google
dots.
Earth map,
They're dots.
is it even a dot?
Yeah, they're
That's
dots.
what I'm wondering.
They're dots. They're
It's
3
a
dots.
Are they that big?
It's-
3 dots.
Okay, that's a landmass there.
It's-
I'm
yeah,
looking at it now.
I
It's
swear it's
big
3.
enough.
I swear it's 3 dots. Yeah.
There's-
Okay, it is 3 dots if you zoom in close enough. But I'm saying if you're looking at the entire
No,
planet,
you can see him. You can
This
see
is the
him.
problem. This is the reason why China is able to do this, because even though
Ignorance.
it's our backyard,
Yeah, ignorance.
we don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
ever since Tony Abbott came into power, has been draining. They've been draining foreign aid and involved because like people like Pauline Henson's like, why are we giving money to Solomon Islands when the coffee is $6 instead of $5?
Yeah.
well, it's a good point.
This is the reason, because China just took over Solomon Islands.
That's really scary. Like, why did the Solomon Islands decide to side? Is it because we've been screwing them on the global warming front? Is that why?
Well, I mean, you could make that argument, but not really. They know that we're not the only ones
know.
responsible for climate change.
so why?
Well, because
why?
like China is giving them like this. They're
Well, the yumcha.
saying that we're going to invest way more money than Australia can ever do. And just when they started doing it, Scott Morrison government was like, no, we can do it. And then they just like started throwing money at them. There's a difference between investment and bribery.
I'm going to put it out there. I was very naive about the possibility of things like World War III, but now having experienced COVID, all these natural disasters, like economic collapse, everything is within reach and seems very, very, very possible and very real. Not to mention Russia and Ukraine. This is not a good sign, and my luck of the week is that we're heading for a world war. Let's open up the TAB bets. You can bet on it.
Nah, we're not. This is again it's just a strategic capability.
It's not
it
good. It's
makes
not good.
our foreign policy harder, which is even if Albanese now comes into power, he's gonna be at a disadvantage. Because one of the things that like any Chinese negotiations that we now have, it's not just the issue of trade now. We're going to have one more issue, which is that you can't militarize Solomon Islands, and that will give them more of a bargaining chip.
Yeah,
So
see,
we're
look, you
worse
can't
off.
see it on a map. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck. Let me see.
Where is it? It doesn't exist.
Not if you're that far out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're looking at it as a globe,
Yeah, not on the
you can
Bro.
see Papua New Guinea just...
Actually, Papua New Guinea. Now, I hope the fucking establishment realizes that Papua New Guinea could be next. But look at this, Jordan. China to come, and attack us
Where is
here have to go through here.
Yeah.
And they can't go through here unless they have control of this area. So this is like from
Where's the Solomon Islands?
Where are
You're
they?
still
Where are
not
they?
pointing
Where are
it
they?
out.
You're not pointing it out. They're not up there. They're all the way down there, tucked all the way down there.
Near Antarctica.
No, near New Zealand.
Here you go. Solomon Islands.
Okay, so what Ali has done is zoomed into a map to the point that you can see Sydney as a city.
Oh, shit, it's actually on the coast
Here.
of Papua New Guinea.
Yeah.
Look at how teeny it
Now,
is.
Solomon Islands, which is why it's easier for China to control them. But do you think that if that can happen to Solomon Islands, it can't happen to Papua New Guinea?
Is Papua New Guinea an
And
ally?
then once it happens,
Is
at
it?
least for now,
Is it an ally?
yeah, for
Yeah,
now.
okay.
But
That's our Ukraine.
that's our Ukraine, bro. Like if shit goes bad,
Oh, God.
you think it's a joke, but there might be a possibility. Well, just like Putin, we're gonna be after fucking invading Papua New Guinea.
No.
Yeah, okay, that's all well and good, but I think making 12 subs that have the capacity to nuke 200 cities at once might have pushed it over the edge for them.
probably.
They
Yeah.
might have been looking for a step as a result of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
for
really strange how the Australian... No, actually, I don't even think the Australian public thinks this. I think this is just in Canberra that... What? What do you mean that our actions have consequences?
yeah, exactly.
With a bigger power?
If we thought that AUKUS and all of that is nothing and it's just there you go. That's one like there every the Newton's law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
So now there's that, which means that fucking the Chinese are closer to us than they have ever been, and that even scares me.
We're asking for it. We're asking for it. We've been asking for it.
And now we reap the rewards. They've taken over some islands that I barely knew existed before and still can't locate on a map. It's time to press the panic button, people.
Dude,
Australia needs to get more proactive with their foreign policy. Like this whole...
And Australia also needs to tell me how to turn this into a T-Rex. If you know how...
Dude, we're a joke of a country.
Yeah, this is the reason. How can we even compete with influence when...
We can't, dude. All I think...
Like, one of the biggest... Like,
The biggest is playing with a toy. I mean, I love Beast Wars,
One
but...
of the biggest digital journalists creating moves is like, fuck Solomon Island, how do I make this into a T-Rex?
I mean, look, there's wars in the
I know
name
that you're
Beast
saying
Wars.
that's absurd, but I still wonder.
Actually, that Croatia, I said there's the word war in Beast Wars. You're not completely out of the realm.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. And look, come on. Megatron is scarier than Xi Jinping. There I said.
That Croatia passport's looking real tempting for me right now.
Dude, nowhere is safe.
No.
What do you mean nowhere's safe?
Well,
Nowhere's
there's a
safe.
war happening close to Croatia. Do you think when there's a World War III, Croatia is going to be like some silo?
I don't think if China goes for Australia to spark World War III, there's a lot of countries that won't be involved.
Well, it depends.
Namely America.
No.
You think America would be like,
Now just let it go.
They told you guys.
No, I mean more like Finland, and maybe like Sweden and like
maybe
Portugal.
I think
Maybe
Finland
they
was involved in the Second World War,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
maybe
Yeah,
they would.
exactly. That's what I'm
But
saying.
there's
Like
a good
Croatia
chance
will just
Croatia would be.
no
Croatia
way.
was.
Yeah, I know Croatia. Croatia was back in those Nazis, but like, dude, Croatia
Old
now,
glory.
old glory. I reckon like Croatia right now, they'd just be like, yeah, no one knows where it is. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's the Solomon Islands. of Europe.
Exactly, international
They'll miss
politics.
It. China's gonna be like, oh shit, we missed Croatia. That was a place.
Yeah, they will miss it. What are they going to be like? We have plenty of squid. They'll be fine.
Do you think that China has ever thought about Croatia for a second?
No,
Yes, they have.
Why?
They think about all countries.
they don't. They don't know. They don't think about. Okay, here's
Dude,
one.
they care about Solomon Islands enough to do a fucking... Dude, Xi Jinping, one of the biggest leaders of the world, went to a meeting with the Prime Minister of Solomon Islands and shook his hand. He cares about it. He does not need to
Shit.
do that shit. U.S. does not even have a fucking embassy in Solomon Islands.
Dude, that's
And
dumb.
yet they're angry.
That is dumb.
Yeah.
Maybe have an embassy in
They
Solomon
gave it
Islands.
to us.
That's a lot
they
of
didn't
money.
realize that we're going to fuck it up. Like,
It's dude. Honestly, like, I know it's never been said on Jordan's channel, but our government's really not doing that fucking well.
Yeah. You said it, miss.
Sorry, it's really not.
Chris Rock deserved to be slapped. Mm-hmm. And
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, well, whatever. Whatever you said, that's 100% correct.
Whatever, I love it. Just whatever. That's flies. Yes, whatever. Whatever all round. But honestly, Solomon Islands, I'm with Ali on this. I'm freaking out. I'm not going to
by the
sleep
way,
tonight. I'm not gonna
China
sleep
has
tonight.
just changed its tactic, not just with us, but throughout for a lot of countries. So their ambassador is saying that we want to make peace with Australia, and Scott Morrison is saying, I'm not going to talk to you. Until
Go, Scott.
Great.
Finally.
Thanks. I really like
Now
that.
there's
Standing
some
up-
leadership.
There's some leadership. Get the fuck out, you fuck. Just get him out. Get out.
I'm not going to talk to the richest country on earth.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Dude, if Albo doesn't get in...
there is some rationale to it. Anthony Albanese has also supported him on this.
Yeah, great move then.
It's because Scott Morrison's waiting for
Hey, drink your
official
drink.
dialogues to begin between
already
both
had so much
countries, and
caffeine.
not just
don't do it then. Sorry. Go on.
Morrison's waiting for official dialogue to begin between both countries, and not just with the ambassador, but with the leadership in China. But China's changed tactics. They're even asking India, let's just make peace and forget about all this rivalry. What China's
Shit,
doing
that's amazing.
is trying to isolate the U.S. They're saying,
Awesome.
whatever it takes for us to make amends with India and Australia, we'll try to like neutralize the U.S. But obviously that's not going to happen because U.S. is like, you think these guys are my bitches.
Dude,
It's
that's...
just us, but not
We
India.
are, no, not India. U.S. In fact, this is
India
some-
just goes to the highest bidder.
I don't know how to stress this enough to the U.S. policymakers, but they could be fucked over by India because India does not think like Australia.
What does India think like? Pakistan.
No, not even. They're like they feel like their foreign policy is their foreign policy. They've always acted that way. Even with this whole Ukraine stuff, India was supposed to be a key ally of this, the preparation for World War III. And as soon as the Ukraine thing happened, they sided with Russia. And
Why'd
that
they
should
do
give you a
that?
clue. Because they have historical relations with Russia.
Why do they have
60% of their military equipment comes from Russia.
no, Ukraine.
If they were to fight with Russia, they would have to ask Russia to give them the weapons to fight against.
Isn't it Ukraine mainly?
Wow.
I thought Ukraine as well, and Ukraine and China had a
Some,
big...
but like most of their military equipment comes from Russia.
What's the update on Russia? What's happening?
They winning?
Apparently,
I don't know.
apparently,
I think they're losing.
apparently, Putin wants a partition of the country.
Meaning?
English
egghead.
Meaning that East Ukraine becomes independent.
Yeah.
Zelensky has promised that Ukraine can be neutral in any future war, but I think there'll be some kind of an agreement within the next month or so, is my guess.
Wow.
But how's he going militarily? Is he kicking ass or not?
Again,
I heard he's
don't
not.
know.
I heard
this
he's
is,
not.
apparently not, but then I can't trust this information
Yeah.
because I feel like a lot of it is propaganda. But what is clear is that this is definitely taking a lot longer than he thought it would.
Yeah.
Which means that maybe it's not going as planned.
Orshki.
But either way, I don't think I think it's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Is my guess. I have
No,
not
I
privy
think
to
you're
that
right. I think you're right. I
information.
mean, I don't know. That's the thing. It's like propaganda is
But also
on
Russia
both
hasn't-
sides. On both sides.
Russia, I don't think has gone full in either.
Nobody's what in the what?
I don't think Russia has gone full in either.
Nah.
Still,
What does full in mean? They didn't put all their troops there.
it means like fucking. Again, this is
haven't-
going to get me into a lot of
Oh,
trouble.
dude, no one cares anymore. Just go.
Indiscriminate killing. I think that Russia is still hoping that
Being
this can
humane.
be resolved, and so that we're basically not tried in Nuremberg in case we collapse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're thinking for the future, aren't they?
What? Tried in... Oh, so then I get what you're saying. They're not being as hectic as...
Because U.S. and we're already accusing him of war crimes. He might be committing war crimes, but let's admit it, these war crimes could be much worse than what they are at the moment. Because if Russia wants to do it, they can. But
Can I
they're
have a
not.
sip of your Red Bull?
Why is
finished.
Why is... Come on, crack it open. Why is... I'll have a sip if you crack it. Why
Well,
is,
all right, you guys have to have 2/3 of it between yourselves.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
do
deal.
it, Easy.
Why is
Let's
petrol...
just had an entire one.
Why is petrol so expensive? It's annoying. Is that
There's
Russia?
two reasons, actually.
Is it Russia? It's Russia.
One is that Scott Morrison's policy was
Yeah.
that we have reserves of oil for 1 month. So basically, if we don't get oil for 1 month,
Yeah.
then everything stops.
Yeah.
Which, in hindsight, people have realized that is probably not the best way to go about. We need better reserves because it's an uncertain world. So a lot of the oil that we're importing at the moment is actually being put away for reserves, which is driving up the cost as well. And needless to say that there is a dearth of oil and gas in the world market because of the Ukraine.
Yeah, because I was going to say American prices, as Tucker has informed me, are very high of petrol.
Everyone's prices are high.
Right,
The
yeah.
other thing is,
Sanctions?
which a lot of people don't talk about, is that all the other countries that are not Russia but are big oil producers have been waiting for this. They're making a killing right now because they were
Damn you, Turkmenistan.
in Saudi Arabia and all that. So they're basically keeping the supply of oil low on purpose because they want the prices to stay high because they realize that
Cheeky.
this is basically one of the last opportunities to make a killing because oil price in the future will go down.
Saudis come on top always.
And they were hemorrhaging money in COVID. At one point, they were. Remember when a barrel of oil was $1?
I do.
It
that was
became zero at one point because literally people were like, "Take this oil and we'll give you
that's
money."
insane. I do remember when it was insanely cheap. I do remember that.
And think about all the countries that's entire economy dependent on oil revenues. They were digging into their reserves. So as soon as this happened, they're like, keep the oil supply low, keep the prices high, so that we can make more money, and we'll increase supply in increments.
Fucking hell. Well,
So that's why oil is high.
maybe like
I don't know if we've said this on the Friendlyjordies podcast before. How good will it be when we run on renewables? That'd be sick.
Come on, it's a pipe dream at this point. Surely it feels like such a pipe dream.
Yeah. Coal keeps the lights on.
Well,
keep it going. We're just going to have to go up to $4 a litre.
It's just annoying. It's like either transition or don't. I'm sick of talking about it. I mean, like, yeah, it's gonna happen.
All these
Now,
pollies, all they ever do is yammer on.
Yeah.
Well, all that
Fucking oh.
Too right.
this whole thing of like gas transition has been royally fucked with the war in Russia, because one of the problems with gas was that Russia was going to become an even bigger supplier of world fuel because they have a lot of gas.
Yeah.
And so now we're at this point of like, how the hell do we get carbon neutral without the transition? So like,
Well, isn't Europe just upping their renewables even more?
they have no fucking option.
That's sick.
I heard that
That is awesome.
maybe it was bullshit, but I think it was from Kevin McInnes, so it could be bullshit. But he was saying that Germany, the price of their renewables is so high that they've had to start using coal.
Nah.
I am not surprised by that. If they don't start, because think about it. Germany's 40 to 50% of their entire gas supply comes
Yeah, that's
from
right.
Russia.
Yeah.
And which they haven't cut off, but even they're trying to reduce it as much as possible. The problem is that they wanted to actually increase that because they wanted to get off of coal.
Now they're back on coal.
And now, so they're like, either we go back to coal or we get no fucking fuel.
Shit. It's really, dude, you want to globalize society, that's fine. But when the war breaks out, don't come crying to Missy. I was the cunt saying that we should be making our own clogs in Australia. I will make my own clogs. And you all laughed at me. Now who's laughing?
I wish we had a pan down and you were wearing clogs right now. Now we're going to sign off to Miss Love's traditional cog dance. And it's just a great parody on Black in Black, Back in Wood.
Back in wherever the Dutch live, Holland.
And he's just painted on in memorandum the drummer of Foo Fighters.
Taylor.
So slap.
And then you just hear in the clogs there.
Can't be that. Has to be one by the Foo Fighters.
Surely that would get you into the next round of Australia's Got Talent.
I hope so.
Yeah. Putting all your bets on that.
Forest Hall career's been stifling. You know, we need some fucking pushback here. Some
There's one man river dance. And you sell out stadiums. I'd go.
I'd go too. I'd
The
go
only
to
regret
see
is you can't see yourself.
supported by Jim Owen. He
Yeah.
can support me. Can he support? Ritu, how crazy is GPS?
No, this isn't working. I know a bit of the harmonica. Okay. All right. You're upstaging me too much, Shimon.
But dial it back, cunt. Dial it back.
Hey, this is supposed to be a one-man show.
Too much gold. Go to your B material. Okay. Has anyone noticed Geelong is shitter than Melbourne? It's shitter, I said it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Does
Damn. Shimon's getting a little racy these days.
Does anyone care about a new research that check who's the most trusted politicians and the least trusted politicians?
You know, we cared about
I know
that
he
last
does.
year. Well, I
Sure
still
does.
care. You're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Okay, who's number one?
Most
of the
trusted?
least trusted.
Pop quiz.
Okay.
You can't look at the screen because it has all the
National?
options.
Should
No,
move
no, don't
move
look at it. Don't look at it.
But I know what it is.
National or just anyone, like national?
No, well, I'll give you
Least
a hint.
trusted
It's the Liberal
is-
Party.
Oh, really? Least trusted? You know, the guy. Not Frydenberg, the other one.
Scott Morrison is the least trusted, the guy.
Oh, is it Scott? No, it's Scott.
Isn't that a
one,
great sign?
least trusted.
It's Scott Morris. I thought it was going to be the other dude.
Scott Morrison. Number
Okay.
2, Peter Dutton.
Yeah, that's who I thought was number one.
Number 3, Barnaby Joyce.
Yeah, all right.
The most trusted politicians.
That's good
number
news.
1, Penny Wong.
Isn't that amazing? I thought no one knew who Penny Wong was.
Yeah, she's trusted because she doesn't make any decisions. She's in the Senate, right? She's just like,
Yeah,
I move the green tea's better than black tea. Outrageous! We
Dude,
can agree to disagree.
You know what? I think
That's it. Take her out of this shit. And
Ironically,
she is just and she gets out, but she's on a giant penny farthing, and her face is on the big wheel. While the guy with the black rod follows past, going, "Yeah, I know these things are hard to ride. Okay,
everything
just
is delicate here.
all right." No, she's doing pretty well. Just give her a shot. And she just says as she leaves, the last words in Parliament are just, "I'm still on my training wheels," and that's the end. That's the end. Yeah, that's her last quote.
What an esteemed career. And what a way to go.
Well, it is a way to go,
Like
definitely. I mean, it's up there with Will Smith coming out on a horse in the Oscars. It's pretty batshit insane, but you know, you got to get the rating somehow.
And then she just fucking rides into Chinatown in fucking Canberra. I'm going all the way.
Wouldn't that be so weird? Okay, people would freak the fuck out if Penny Wong was sitting there saying, the One Nation's fuel excise plan is higgledy-piggledy at best, and then Pauline Hanson comes along and slaps her in the face.
Can you imagine?
Dude,
Dude,
freak.
you know what would happen? Parliament House would just go like a beast war and turn into an animal and just go and run away. That's what would happen. It'd run to the Great
This
Barrier
place is
Reef
getting a little hot.
and just jump in there. That's what would happen.
Yeah,
I think it's also because
swim over to the Solomon Islands because it's safer.
Yeah.
I think most Australians think that Penny Wong could fix the China issue.
She could, I reckon.
I think she is probably.
And you know why.
I agree.
That's right, because she's a lesbian.
I love this part.
There's one thing we know, it's Xi Jinping really likes lesbians.
Number 2
He's
most
gay. No, if there's one thing we know, Xi Jinping is gay.
Yeah.
You heard
He's
it
on the
here
Mardi Gras
first
float.
on the Friendlyjordies podcast. That's going to be on the Daily Mail tomorrow, and I don't regret a moment of it.
Number 2 most trusted
Miss
politician
Love gives his hot tips. Yep.
is Albo.
Yes, this is amazing.
I mean, it's a pretty good poll.
That's a
Pretty
great
good
poll. Who's
Which is
three?
why I think it was conducted in a labor-safe city.
Yeah, conducted in the most safe liberal sheet, Marrickville.
This is the surprising one because all of these are real. 5th most trusted politician in Australia is Jackie Lambie.
She's not that
Yeah,
bad.
no, that makes sense.
she's got some points.
Man, if she isn't saying what she's thinking,
Exactly.
who is?
Exactly. And she voted
You
against...
cannot have a meth voice and not be trusted.
And she voted against the union-destroying bill. Against.
Hey, Jackie, how do you remember that?
I important the big I memorised the big moments of Parliament, Jordan.
Now, back to the big questions. How many of those books on the table are about Bill and We still don't have an answer.
I forgot all about that.
Go on,
How
egghead.
many
You know
about
all of
egg-
this stuff about China.
Yeah. Is there stuff on
Don't even-
platypuses?
Yeah, is that in one of the
Stop
books?
dodging the question.
Maybe one of the books are about how platypuses are fake and there's a motion in Parliament to rename them marsupial ducks.
Yeah, no, rename them Vegemite, the other kind. The other kind of...
How is that not passed? See, this is why democracy doesn't work.
Exactly, because I'm not in charge of everything.
All right, and what do we call...
Apparently, Gladys is also one of the most trusted politicians on the poll.
Oh, well, fair enough, you know.
Which is
She's a
fine.
lovely lady.
Now that she's working for Optus, I do not
More
care.
trusted,
She
yeah.
works
More
for-
trusted.
She works
now.
for Optus.
Imagine
Yeah.
if she had worked for Telstra.
Dude, you know how shit Optus is? They didn't let... How's this?
I like him, but anyway.
What, Optus?
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
They didn't let me pay
Because of
the
the
bill.
color yellow. I
yeah.
like that color.
And also, I like the fact that meerkats are their mascot, but go on.
Fuck. They didn't let me pay my bills. Anyway, that's it.
How is that a bad thing?
That's
a
it.
good thing.
Well, it was like...
I could handle Gladys Berejiklian running them. But Miss Love clearly not following instructions that are very easy to follow is a bridge too far.
Fuck off. The thing was crashed.
We're not in a Foo Fighters concert. Why are you just
There goes my hero. It's ordinary.
Watch him as it goes to
heaven. It crashed. The site crashed.
Because there's so many people wanting to pay their bills because of Gladys Berejiklian
I'm paying-
hothouse
How
entrance.
does the
I'm paying a
Optus
small-
site crash? No one has ever visited Optus.
I'm paying a small fortune to keep that fucking site up, and it's crashed. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Miss-
I'm not having it.
You're literally live.
Those are the two big
Can you fart as well
tricks in
into the
life, isn't it,
microphone?
Miss Love? You can clog dance really well and you can belch.
Too soon about Foo
Man.
Fighters. You guys got to
God,
stop.
you are skilled.
You guys have to stop. They're saying too soon about the
I
Foo
wasn't
Fighters.
joking about it.
No
I am
one's joking
sad.
about
I am
that.
sad about it. I look. I'm on a joke podcast with these two clowns. I'm not. It's very sad. It's
You
horrible.
can't refute what Miss Love said. Miss Love said a lot of things.
Yeah, what did he say?
I can't remember.
Optus sucks.
Optus sucks.
That's a very controversial opinion.
There was
Yep.
something else. Those little.
He's
those
scared about China.
Yeah, I'm scared about China. There's gold-bound books in Parliament. Are they about billabongs? What are they about? There's too many of them. There's some secrets in there that aren't being.
Yeah.
That aren't being. You know, like.
And also, sorry,
Fucking
no, we
answer
forgot the
me.
main one.
Answer me.
Yes, but also, platypuses should be called Vegemite 2.
Yes.
Or at the very least, Marmite. Give
Or-
them some might.
Or my
Why?
mate.
Well, what's the link between platypuses and Vegemite or yeast?
They're both Australian.
Both Australian
and they're
owned,
both very
proudly.
proudly won, and they're both kind of mysterious. More than just the Australian owned, though.
Yeah.
Wait, but there's a lot of
Platypus's
stuff
natural
that are
habitat is a
Australian.
coals.
Yeah, well, we just picked
Why don't
one.
we name platypus as Shane Warne? He's also Australian.
That's a great idea.
And
This
why
is
not,
This is
Ali?
a brainstorming. I agree with you. The other Shane. The
All
other
right,
warning.
but kangaroos should be called Mighty Mite because their logo is a kangaroo.
Dunkaroo.
Yeah, well,
Again, it's a brainstorming session. How about live Dunkaroos?
I don't mind that. That's not bad. Why don't we call him Dave Grohl in honor of the Foo Fighters?
Well,
so Australian.
A gang of Dave Grohls.
don't
Foo
say
Fighters are the most beloved Australian band.
they're not Australian, though.
Dude, I
Hey.
think Triple M has played them enough for them to be officially
excuse
Australian
me.
citizens.
Some respect, young man. Pink.
All right. Those can be, what's a really wussy animal in Australia? No, one that appears to be tougher than it is. Quolls.
Yep.
Quolls are pink.
Yeah.
What other animals have we got? That's it.
That's it.
Termites.
No, that's it. They're not here. That's it.
Termites aren't Aussie. Termites are everywhere.
No, they're Aussie. We got our own termites. I was
Yeah,
joking.
yeah.
We got heaps
Oh,
of our own.
What about
I feel
geckos
like-
that are specifically Australian?
I love
those
those.
are
Byron. Remember those in
specifically
Byron?
Australian.
Those were not specifically Australian.
Oh, yeah, they're like Indonesian or something. Yeah. That's right.
Komodo
And I'm
dragon,
pretty sure that you were just
specifically
looking at
Australian.
hippies on the street and going, I love these guys.
Hey, by the
Climbing
way,
up the wall.
shout out to most likely Byron for nearly killing us. Really thankful for that.
Yeah, that
And-
was good vibes.
Yeah, and also here's to discovering that Byron is just the same as Manly. That's worth it. That place was a letdown. Good Mexican food, but like it's just Manly.
Yeah, but what did you expect?
The greatest mecca on earth. Something like Dune.
Hollywood 2.0.
Rolling hills, like the size of Newcastle, peaks and valleys, like San Francisco. I was expecting San Francisco.
What a tram service.
Tram
6
service.
to 8 million people living there.
6 to 8 million.
Vibrant gay community.
Vibrant gay. Well,
Well,
there's
it
some
is Byron
similarities.
Bay, it is.
But it's so
That is
small.
our San Francisco. Yeah, but Australia's
It's
a
a
small
dull
country.
gay community.
But it's so small. Like it annoyed me. We walked it in like 1 minute.
What did you think?
I
It's
thought-
a town, dude.
I thought it was gonna be like 7 times bigger.
You thought it was LA. Like we've
Okay,
been
so it was
hiding.
disappointing to you.
You
because
haven't
it
been to
wasn't the
LA. LA's a
size.
lot bigger than that. Sorry.
God, his mental map is weird. He thinks that the Solomon Islands are bigger than Russia, and he thinks Byron Bay should be the size of the 6th largest city in the United
Hey,
States.
how funny is this? Do you know why Solomon Islands is called Solomon Islands?
King Solomon.
Yeah, but like
Who is
the
that?
guy who discovered Solomon Islands? He found a gold nugget there, and he was like, "This must be the Solomon Mines." And he named it Solomon Islands, but then that was the only nugget of gold.
Oh my god!
That was their one nugget.
Who is King? I don't know what it means.
King Solomon.
King Solomon, the man that could touch Midas touch.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dang!
It's all coming together, is
That's
it?
my. That's
Finally, the
my,
last piece of the puzzle. Now Miss Love knows everything.
That's my. Start levitating. That's my kind of history. As long as there's like fake characters like Alibaba and shit, that's my kind of history.
Huh?
My kind of history.
Your history is
I've
fiction
already
books you've
explained
read.
it.
Yeah,
You're right.
Exactly. Like my kind of history is just like Alibaba walked into that thing in Aladdin, and then the tiger that could turn into sand ate him. That's my kind of
That's his
history.
entire show. It's about like gods fighting through thunder.
That's what I'm saying. That's my kind of history, not the stuff that's kind of just like, and then the English advanced from feudalism to lords. Was that any different? There was more
cricket ground.
pasties. Really? No, I made that up.
Well, some evidence might suggest that.
somewhere.
Their
No, I don't
clothes
have it.
got slightly more frilly. No, wait, that's less frilly. Did you know that there's a royal family? Yeah, I knew that.
And we don't really know what happened until Tony Blair was elected. The end. English history.
And I think we still have a queen.
It translated from feudalism to lords, which are part of feudalism. Their clothes got less frilly,
Yeah.
and then there was some uproar about them fighting in Iraq.
Yeah, there was an uproar.
Yeah.
And like we still don't know what the consensus was that on Iraq. Like some people liked it, I think some people didn't like it. That's your business to find out. That's part of the history. That's your business.
Yep. And the history of England is called "Is it part of Europe or not?"
And then in brackets, well, with Brexit, I mean, who the topsy-turvy land? Who knows these days?
And the answer is yes and no.
Exactly.
I hate people that do that. It's like,
What?
is Britain part of Europe? The
Yes
answer is
and no.
yes and no. It's like,
Ask Russell
Oh
Brand.
God, how many people have made millions of dollars on YouTube with those kind of videos?
Russell, just ask Russell
Did
Brand.
you know that the answer is quite nuanced? Is it really? Not really. Thank you. That was really God. I'm glad that your thumb was sparkly. Yeah, I'm really happy that you flunked out of graphic design.
Exactly. So many flunks. I think we've covered most of life tonight. There's not much more to cover. I mean, Solomon
yeah,
Islands.
we can call it a night.
No, I don't mind. I'm just saying. How's these?
Well, I've just got to add this,
audience
boys.
members?
We just lost 100, but I don't know why.
We lost 100.
Yeah, it was 580, and I looked at it a minute ago, and now it's 450.
I know why, because they're all specky young men that want us to talk about specifics, and that's not happen. That doesn't happen when I'm here. It's macro.
But it's funner that way too.
Yeah, I don't care. Fuck them.
I think that they pulled out because we started trash bagging Arnold Schwarzenegger's powerhouse performance as Mr. Freeze, who should have won the Oscar.
He should have won the Oscar. You're right. Yeah, God. You're
And
right.
he should have dressed up as
Have
Mr.
you
Freeze
seen-
as well. It's like, wow, he's a method actor.
Speaking of the
Yes.
Oscars, Miss, have you seen any of these movies that were
Show me.
nominated?
By the way, I watched Moonlight finally. That is your 1 out of 5
Dude,
film.
Moonlight
Yay.
wasn't that great. I saw
Sucked.
it, and I was like, this is very okay.
It was terrible.
I'll tell you what, this is my cheat guide to Stan. Go straight to young adult and watch anything in it. You won't regret.
80s? What's young adult?
Nah, 80s sucks.
No. What's
On
young
that list.
What is young adult?
Young adult are movies that are titled things like Middle
Twilight.
School, The Worst Year of My Life, Goosebumps,
Twilight.
Twilight.
Really?
I've just gotten into it. I've realized I like movies that aren't openly pushing an agenda and sort of just a whitewash of the general feel of Hollywood at the time. I
Like
can
Don't
deal
Look
with that,
Up?
but I just
Yeah.
can't stand every modern film trying to have a message.
Like-
And the message every time is keep consuming, but you're also a racist.
Yeah, that's the moral Hollywood. And
the
also,
moral
may I say, Ali,
Don't Look Up was a good movie,
it was. That
Yeah,
was
that
an
was
exception.
sick.
That was an exception.
but it was doing exactly what you're just saying. Except that we agree
No, it
with
wasn't.
that
Oh,
one.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't saying. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was just about global warming.
And that was
yeah.
just exactly what Jon Stewart would make if he made a film.
It was good. I loved
Anyway,
it. I thought Don't Look Up was
How many of
amazing.
these have you seen?
Wait,
So-
but can I just say really
Yeah,
quickly?
go on.
I wasn't the only one bashing Batman. Boss Man fucking bashed it.
Boss Man bashed it.
Boss Man did it for peer pressure reasons.
That are
Yeah,
you gonna take
my
that?
hands are tied.
Oh,
You did
fuck,
force
this is
me into
fucking
it.
bullshit. He was the one.
He is
Oh.
physically threatening to me. I'm Chris Rock. He's Will Smith.
Oh, this is a whitewash. This is an whitewash. Look, I'll take it, but it's not true. But
exactly, a whitewash.
All right, the winner is Coda.
Never-
What the fuck is that?
never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Then there was another one, Belfast, which I like the name.
Also haven't heard of.
Never heard of
I
it.
haven't heard. Don't Look Up was nominated. That's
And that should have won.
That should have won. Don't Look
Drive
Up
My
was
Car, starring Chris Tucker.
what?
Oh, Drive My Car actually seems sick.
What is Drive My Car? The
It's
Chinese one?
Yeah, well, same country.
Oh,
whatever.
sorry,
Yeah.
Japanese. Oh, it's just that, okay. I watched a film in the Sydney Music Festival, Sydney Film Festival, and it was basically. I honestly
A
thought.
Japanese man driving a car.
Well, it was a Chinese man driving a car, and it sucked. So by proxy, this probably sucks. Anyway,
Right. Okay.
June.
June.
Did June win?
No. It
Dude.
did win best, like screen. No, not screenplay. Best, the video cinematography.
Cinematography. It's rigged. I mean, that's great.
No, that's exactly what it deserved to win. Don't Look Up should have won the Oscar.
You're right. You're right.
And June should have just been, wow,
Music.
that is the best Windows screensaver I've ever
that's
seen.
true, but also music. I should have won best soundtrack.
Licorice Pizza.
I don't
Yes.
know. Yeah, Licorice Pizza. That
Licorice
sounds like it'd
Pizza-
have a good soundtrack.
That was sick. It did have a good
seen it?
soundtrack. It was mad. It had a sick soundtrack.
It was
Wait,
not
what did it
mad.
win?
You said it was a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, but it's one of those movies that like.
But that is a great film nowadays.
Well, here's the thing. Licorice Pizza was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood from the kid's perspective. It was mad. It was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood from kids' perspective. From like the
Any
kids.
random kid that might have been an extra.
No, it's just like the kids version of that movie. It's the same movie, but it's mad.
See, this is what I'm saying.
I liked it. It was sick. It was a 7 out of 10.
Teen films are the best ones.
You'd like
Wait,
Licorice
7
Pizza.
out of 10 does not mean it should be nominated for an Oscar, though.
Nah, chuck him an
Well,
Oscar. Chuck him an
come on
Oscar.
with this
yeah,
list.
dude, what did it win? What did Licorice Pizza win?
Nothing. It's nominated as a Best Picture.
Oh, that's shit. I
Then
thought it was.
there's,
I liked it.
King Richard, which stars Will Smith, which I'm going to be boycotting.
Never heard.
Yeah,
of
me
it.
too.
What's Nightmare Alley?
No idea.
I don't know, but it sounds
Guillermo, I
scary.
think Jimmy Kimmel's like security guard is in it.
Right.
Power of the Dog,
What's that?
another movie. West Side Story.
Thank you
Steven
for your
Spielberg.
contribution, Arlo. It was another movie.
West Side Story.
So I
am
have
not watching
only
that.
seen Don't Look Up and Parts of June from this entire list.
You've
and
seen parts of June?
Yeah, I did.
It's not that Indian film.
June.
But I'm keen on watching Belfast if it's about like the NRA.
No, watch
Licorice
Licorice
Pizza?
Pizza's cool. Yeah. Yeah, most of those movies I don't know, and it just goes to show that Hollywood.
Can we do like a can we
lost
do
its way.
like a what's it called, like a poll, and you guys tell us which is the best one out of those
Yes.
Oscar nominees, and we'll do like a little, and then I'll watch that.
Do
one.
that, and
Yeah.
also tell me this. Is Goosebumps starring Jack Black not the best film you've ever seen in your life? And here's another thing. You know
not
how
seen
you were
it.
saying the other day that you get Jack Black's shtick that he's kind of fat?
Uh-huh.
I get it too.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's great. He's from that era of like Jack Black, American Pie, Jackass. You just have to do a funny voice and go fliddy-dee-dee-dee-dee, and then you're like a billionaire.
Yes. And he deserves every penny. Everyone from that era deserves to be a millionaire, except Jason Biggs.
I don't think he deserves every penny, but I think he deserves 70% of his fortune.
It's almost like Belfast is about
Not
Ireland.
enough for me, but okay.
Belfast
think
is
so too.
Yeah,
I
Belfast
think
is
so
obviously
too.
about the NRA. And
So people are just going to shit on
IRS,
Don't Look Up, are they?
That was sick. Give us a poll. Can we poll the best one?
Oh wait, okay. Do you know like Shooter Williamson just raided our stream and brought 100 followers with him and then left, which is why we lost all those 100 followers.
He rated
Holy
it.
shit.
Raided our stream.
You mean rated?
Raided.
Rated.
R-A-I-D.
Oh, raided.
What did I do to Shooter? Why is he attacking us?
No, that's not an attack. That's like a thing on Twitch. The Twitch thing is
It sounds
where like
very
someone will
aggressive.
be live streaming and all of their followers.
He did that?
They'd say that we'll go raid this other person's stream.
Shout out Shooter McGavin.
Right, and we weren't talking enough about gambling tips, so they got bored.
Fair.
Well, I mean, that is a serious lack on this
Wait,
podcast.
is Shooter... Oh, I thought you meant Frenchie. Yeah. Mad.
Yeah, well,
cheers,
pretty much the
cheers.
same.
He's gone now, so it
Oh,
doesn't
right,
matter.
So what's Shooter's stream? I
don't
think
know.
that's it. Just, it seems sitting there being like, I'm telling you, there actually is a system to pokey.
I don't know.
But then again, ours
people
is,
are
I'm
like-
telling you, China's not as bad as you think.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, thank God it took you 30 minutes to do to realize that they were waiting for us to comment about them and they just left.
Oh,
Well,
aren't you entitled, prick?
And I'm getting messed.
Acknowledge me! Someone you don't know exists. That is the internet in a nutshell.
it is, isn't it?
I was a fan. Who are you?
I know. P.S. You suck. You're watching us.
Yes, and when I look at your stream, it's always just that old game called like Grand Railroad Master where you build
Yeah.
a train station, and your train station isn't that good.
Yeah. RuneScape.
You got 30 views, and it's 29 views too many.
Hey, stop paying easy. Aren't you friends with him?
Yeah, I'm not friends with his fans though. His fans punch him in the head. Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
All right, well,
Is there a poll? We want to see the best movie.
they're saying the King Richard one, but that's just to annoy me, I know.
Hey,
Who's seen Licorice Pizza?
I didn't know that you were raiding other people. Who are these Twitch streamers you're raiding? And if it's that little shit that I hate,
Who?
the one that
Frenchie.
unironically uses the word take.
Frenchie.
Vosh.
No, it's some chick that's always just being like, I'm going to roll my eyes and be
Oh,
sarcastic. That's
yeah.
a good substitute for knowing things.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
And
I don't.
Dara.
I feel like she only exists in your imagination, though. Like, is she real?
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I don't know.
I think this guy's real as well. So.
I think Jordan had wet dreams about that girl.
Well, there's two different
Ali,
things. Two different things.
I don't think you've figured this out yet, but I did say she's blonde, not Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. All right, anyway, should we call it a night, guys?
Yeah, all right. I want El Janas. Let's get out of here.
Yes.
Yes, but not for everyone.
You're a funny fuck.
Sign up to Patreon if you already haven't.
Please.
To
So you
check
can
out.
hear us eat El Janas.
If this is the Oscar party, if this is the Oscars, then the up late is the after party.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
everybody knows that you want to be at the after party.
Tell you what,
Yep.
we really think of Will Smith. You must be over 18.
And you won't regret it either.
Can we do
Everyone loves that pod.
Irish Burr is asking, can we do an election stream? We always think that, but then Jordan says that he wants to do it with Isaac, but ends up never doing it with Isaac.
That would be great.
So unless he decides.
And a high school friend of mine that I now hate.
What?
What? Who?
Well, I'm not going to name them. Well, let's just will it out. I hate everyone except myself from high school. That's about it.
I don't know how I got the lucky dip. It's so weird. It's like, his eyes are as squinty as mine.
Oh,
So,
they're saying Chris.
that's it.
Dud.
Wait, they're saying Chris
What's
Rock.
there to hate?
Yeah, fair.
Chris Rock gets slapped at the Oscars, and if this is the Oscars, then someone has to get slapped.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Wait, right now?
Yeah, if this
Wait.
is the Oscars, someone has to slap someone.
Okay, I don't understand. What are we doing? So we're doing the loser gets slapped. Is that it? Okay. How do we all do it together?
But then who gets to slap?
The loser. It
The
doesn't
winner.
matter. Who knows?
Oh, okay, this is what we do. We do scissor, paper, rock. Whoever wins first is the slapper. Whoever does not win
Is the slap.
I don't
slappy.
like this. Wait, let's not rush it because everyone always goes. They always go shoot paper. It's like this is the pace. He goes
Scissors, paper,
No,
rock.
see,
Everyone knows.
no, you just fucked that. He goes scissors, paper, rock.
That's just slow because you're a slow man, but let's do it.
All right. Scissors, paper, rock. Who's out?
I think he's definitely out.
I'm definitely gone.
Oh, it's
No, but then that means
it's
between you
it's,
two.
It's between
Who
us.
gets
us
to
to see
no.
who slaps.
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
No,
sorry.
no.
Yeah, it is.
No. We're doing a round to see who gets slapped.
Well,
So I
then
just don't
clearly you
get to slap. No, I don't get to slap. That was the rules that you
Wait,
just
I don't
stipulated,
understand
young
these
man.
rules now. What are these rules?
Hey, you should be sneaky here, my friend.
I'm just following the rules.
Wait, so he doesn't get to slap?
So
I don't get to
even
slap.
Even though he's lost.
All right, whatever.
All right, fine. So
No,
we do-
you should be. It's between. Okay, whoever
It should be, but those are the rules. Sorry.
You made them.
I did, and definitely not that. But like, let's agree with Boss Man on this. All right, one more, and whoever loses this gets gets slapped,
Gets slapped.
but not by you.
Not by me. I'm not slapping
Don't
anyone.
understand. This is more complicated than
Go.
like NATO's rules. See, slow
No, but
down.
You're also part of it.
No.
Why do you get to get out?
Because
of it?
you're figuring out who gets to slap.
But you lost, bro. We
Yes,
won.
but you're figuring out who's going to slap the loser.
This is so unfair.
I don't get it.
It's you came up. I'm sorry. You
You are
can't just
coming
turn
up with
around as soon as it's convenient for you.
Are those the rules or not? Did you make you?
I made it, and that's definitely not the rule.
That is definitely the
How
rule.
can we?
I will accept
Okay, anyway,
two
okay,
rounds.
wait, we have an audience here. What were the rules? You've been watching. What happened? Tell us what happened.
They're just going to say Jordan gets slapped.
They probably will. You can't trust
They're
them.
saying you are using low middle income tax to write out spend. They're talking about Freidenberg. Jordan gets slapped.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Yeah.
Jordan needs to get slapped. Okay, well, I
They're
didn't
like,
know
just-
that it was a necessity.
Just slap him already.
No, come on.
Okay, just
all
like, all right, go
No,
on, go
no,
on.
no, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
Go between you.
No. Whatever. I don't care.
No,
Let's-
no,
Ready?
Get
Go,
it,
go, go.
get it.
No, there's no getting in. It's between you guys to
Come
figure
on,
out who's
come on,
slapping. But
come on.
anyway,
Let's do
you
it,
just
Tom.
figure out who slaps. Ready?
What are you saying ready for? Scissors, paper, rock. Fuck.
Oh, fuck. Okay, go.
So what now?
Now he gets to slap me. Go,
I
go.
get to. Oh.
Should I?
I don't understand.
Nah, I gotta do it like Will
Go.
Smith.
Go.
I gotta do it like Will
Go!
Smith.
No, don't do it that hard.
Do it!
No, fuck. Go.
missed it.
Okay.
No,
Man up, Jordan. That
All
was
right,
it.
come
One
on.
more.
All right.
All right, that was good.
You can't escape slaps even if you're a massive celebrity, people. You still have to cop it.
Now come to the after party where
Come
I will be
on.
dancing like nothing has happened.
Hey, after party is the up late, which honestly, it gets a little blue. So I really
You're
think
right. Yep.
you should
I will
sign
take
up.
that. I am a little bitch. I hate pain. There was a
does-
reason that I got into comedy as well.
Yeah,
It's because
yeah.
I didn't want to get slapped.
Jordan does not like pain.
That wasn't a slap, but like, let's be real. I'm not actually slapping.
This isn't jackass.
Anyways, thanks for joining us. We will see all.
Oh, you got to
cool
do this.
kids.
You got to finish this.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out.
Listen to the new Forest Hall song. Bye.
We will see you. No, you don't do anything.
Slap Nan. Good move.
Baby, don't say never.